Yo, we here with Shahill and the Prophet.
Those vibes. What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah. So I just wanted to get talking to you about I guess like what state you're in right now. Like you used to be like I guess working with music now. Now you're getting into acting.
Yeah, so pretty much, actually, I started off doing the acting before the music.
Really?
Yeah, my first role, I played Ice Cube on the Breaks. That was like back in like 2016.
Yeah.
And I didn't get into music until like 2017. That's when, me and Yancy, we were hanging out one day
Yeah.
and he told me how, he was sick like over the course of a week. So we decided just to write. And, he started going over, what he wrote down, and I thought it sounded good. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, like, what if I try to make a beat to that? And, what I started using was is a program called Soundation.
Yeah.
It's literally soundation.com. You don't even download it. It's something you use straight up on a browser.
Yeah.
Beats were not the greatest, but that's kind of how I got into the music. But I always wanted to really dive back into the acting. I just was waiting for the right role.
Yeah.
And, that sometimes that takes time,
Do you,
Sometimes.
do you ever think about getting into it earlier, like maybe like when you were in high school, like at a club level, or
Music?
no, just acting?
Acting, yeah. Not at a school
Like,
club level.
yeah.
But yeah, I always wanted to be an actor, but the main reason why I didn't when I was younger is I didn't think that was achievable for somebody like me, somebody that lives in Hazleton, for example.
Yeah.
I thought that was just an unrealistic goal until I found out how to do it.
Yeah. When was the first opportunity that you found out? Like, damn, like this is like actually achievable. Like the first thing you did, where it was like, oh, well, this could happen.
It wasn't more so the first thing I did. It was more so like, me and my mom were talking one day, and like she was telling me how her god brother, he acts. And I'm like, whoa, like it's actually pretty cool. She showed me some of the stuff he was in. So, I asked her to like reach out to him and kind of see how I can get started, and it was him who pretty much made it possible for me. His name is Mo Allen, and he's the reason I even got into it. He gave me the information I needed to even get started.
Yeah.
So that's when I knew, okay, I can do this.
Yeah. Same. Like my mom told me my uncle he used to be like a stripper, and I was like, I'm gonna do that one day. I'll definitely do that one day.
Right.
But yeah. So do you are you in contact with that uncle at all, or like what does he act for? Like what's his like primary role?
Well, my
Tries to
mom's
do.
god brother, he kind of does what I do. Kind of like he's not really like me. He's further in his acting career than I am, because he's had lines and stuff like that. I think he's been in a movie. I don't really honestly keep up to what he's really doing, because like he kind of took like
Yeah.
a long hiatus from doing acting jobs at the moment. He's like doing his own thing. And he's taking care of family, and I actually think he just recently lost his mom, so he hasn't really been doing it.
Yeah.
But
Yo, you want to put the headphones on quick? I think it might be cutting out a little bit. But damn. Well, like I guess you just needed that like thing, like him just acting. It would just be like, oh, yo, well now I know I can do it. At least like he provided that for you.
yeah, he provided
Sometimes that's all you
information.
need is like, oh, like just like seeing like, oh, yo, someone's doing some shit. Like, yo, I could do it. Like seeing like his believing type shit.
Well, that, and it's more so like I didn't have the information to get started. I didn't know. Like you look it up online, it's flooded with so much information. You
Yeah.
don't know, what's truthful. You don't know what information is correct. You don't know who's scamming.
Yeah.
But I seen him doing it. I seen him play these little roles.
Yeah.
So when he gave me his agency, I'm like, oh, okay. So now I definitely know I can do it. I know this is legitimate. It's just a matter of me being committed, traveling, getting myself out there.
Yeah, I feel like even like this music shit, like when I first like started like kind of observing it, I guess it seems like kind of the same with movies. Like, bro, like I don't see like when I walk like driving down the street where it's just says like in Hazleton like yo acting agency. Like we don't have that shit. Like it's kind of like since you don't see it on a regular basis, it's like damn like there's no actors here.
Yeah. I mean, like my agency is literally based in Manhattan.
Yeah.
So like when it comes to my roles, I really gotta travel.
Yeah, I guess like all those agencies are like major city based, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Think about it. I mean, we just got a performance arts center not even that long ago. It's probably been a couple years since the Hayden Arts Center. You know what I'm saying?
What's the Hayden Arts Center?
The thing on Broad Street.
That like
Where
new
that
garden
whole
thing.
park used to be like. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, that kind of looks nice. It used to be like an eyesore,
Yeah.
but like it's kind of
Like,
fun.
we're just getting stuff like that around here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
See, I'm not gonna lie, like, and that's kind of like the fact that we don't really have acting agencies out here. I guess that's why like more people are so supportive over like what I'm doing and stuff like that. I don't know why it's cutting in and out, but it makes me like question like with the music, for example. I feel like there's a lot of artists out here who have talent. Yancey, the Prophet, he's one of them. This man, like, he's a great rapper, and I feel like it doesn't really get people who do music. They don't really get the recognition they deserve. I feel like cool, like I act. I'm proud of that. I think it's cool, but at the same time, I feel like the music, for example, like my beats, I feel like are great. I feel like I'm way better at making beats and making music with Yancey than I am with acting. But the support is all there for the acting. Support's not really there for the music.
Yeah. Well, definitely, bro. Like acting, like, bro. Everybody watches something. Like, even if it's just like a random TV show, like, there's acting in everything. Even if it's voiceovers. Like, what's your main goal tack? Like, do you always like? Do you want to play like a villain all the time, or do you want to play like a hero or a comedian
Um,
role?
Honestly, I don't really have any preference in what kind of role I play. As long as obviously there's certain roles I won't do, but
Yeah.
my goal as of right now is I wanna be the main character of a show, a movie, or something. Like I wanna see how far I can take it. Like
Yeah.
I look at
So are you like more like looking to TV shows or like movies?
anything. I mean, depends. Like depends on
Yeah.
what it is. Like if I believe in the show, like for example, like the first show I did, the breaks, where I played Ice Cube. That show didn't even really last. And honestly, it was a cool experience. It was like my foot in the door, but I didn't really feel like it wasn't really worth it in my opinion because one, it was a true background role. I wasn't even really seen. Like you were able to
Yeah.
see me, but it wasn't nothing crazy. Now the Equalizer role, like they have my face right there. Like it was a great experience. So that I felt like was worth my time. So you know, at this point, it's more so what I feel like I kind of believe in, what I feel like it'd be worth my time. Like I won't sit there and take anything. So that's kind of why I haven't had another role recently. Like I've gotten plenty of offers, I just haven't accepted them because I'm waiting for the right role.
Yeah. So that Equalizer thing. Were you hyped that like Queen Latifah was gonna be in that, or were you just like, oh, this is just like one of the first I'm gonna do with?
I mean, there was a level of excitement, also a little bit of an intimidation because like I'm like, okay, that's everybody knows who Queen Latifah is.
Yeah.
Like I felt like okay, I gotta be good. I don't want to ruin anything. Have her see me and just be like, oh, this man, like get him out of here, like that type of thing. Nah, like so I felt like a level of pressure, but at the same time, I was kind of like proud of that. Like oh, that's awesome. I get to work side by side with her. Like
Yeah.
it was pretty cool.
So was she there, or like did you get to like see her, or was it just like she just like stepped in and like stepped out?
No, like that scene, like that she was there. Like we were side by side. Like we were
Oh
working together in
shit.
that scene. Like that, and I don't know if you remember the scene exactly, but like the scene like where she turns around, she's kind of giving like a weird look, like she's looking directly at me at that point.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty cool. Like
Shit. Did you guys get to talk at all, or was it just like yo, you like straight like yo moving to set like each set to each set, like you didn't have really time to
well,
exchange any words?
we did, but it was like small talk, like hey, how you doing, that type of thing. Like
Yeah.
we didn't really get the chance to really talk because being she is like the main character, like anytime they would be like cut like and behind the scenes like they would kind of run to her to make sure everything's perfect, her hair, makeup, everything.
Yeah. So it's
So
not like changed.
so everything like was so hectic, so I couldn't really get a chance to talk to her. And then when we would take a break, they would kind of rush her off the set, like and to go into her own little trailer, like and things like that. So I didn't really get the opportunity to really sit down and really talk,
Yeah.
other than small talk.
Yeah, I feel that. What was your favorite part of the whole experience? Like doing the whole thing?
Well, when I did it, everything about it was pretty incredible. But when I did it, I didn't expect me to be featured so much. I thought I was gonna be seen, but like I didn't know they were gonna put so much focus on me to the point where I had to go back a second time to like it was like a week or two later. They
Yeah.
had me go back down just to reshoot a specific scene, the close up of where I'm getting shot at by her, like
Yeah.
it's a sniper technically. Um, but yeah, so like that part was probably the most exciting when I got called back because they wanted to do that close up,
Yeah.
and that scene it was literally just me and one of the other actors. So you got this whole crew and the whole camera crew out there, just focusing on just me, and there's one other guy, and I'm like, okay, like cool, like this kind of, I kind of got a glimpse of what it's like to be the front and center of the camera.
Yeah. All right. Serious question. I have to know. What's on the snack table?
On a snack table.
Yeah. Don't they got a snack table there?
They did. It was just like a bunch of random like chips and donuts and just like random things. Which it was all free. Though. It was all free. So that was cool. I could just walk over there and just grab anything I wanted. But then, during breaks they had like food trucks come out there.
Oh, word.
That stuff. Yeah, actually that was free too, actually. Everything pretty much anything on set was free. I didn't have to worry about paying for anything.
So would you be able to say like or would you be able to discuss about like how was the pay like for that? What was like the payout for like that type of role?
I'm not gonna specify exactly how much I got.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is that starting off as an actor, like when you're in the beginning, is not what you think it is.
Yeah.
So there's people thinking like, oh, okay, this guy he got money now. He was on a show with Queen Latifah. Yeah, that's not really the case. Like, obviously I got paid, but it's nothing crazy. They're not gonna pay me like what you see all these A-list actors are getting paid.
Yeah.
But it was okay. I mean, honestly, you have to put it like this: like in the beginning of any type of thing you're trying to do, it's more so you investing. It's not really you're not really gonna make money in the beginning like that. It's more so you're investing your money and time into doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got paid, but it wasn't anything crazy.
Word. So what do you think you could do to like get more consistent payouts? Are you just gonna kind of like keep trying to? I know you said you want like a bigger role, but like if they didn't offer you a bigger role, would you just like always like do backgrounds with just like abundance of them? Like,
No,
or you don't want to be stuck in that?
If you do too many background roles, and I've heard this from multiple sources, you can get stuck in that category, and you'll only be seen as he's in the background. So I don't want that to happen. Which is another reason why I haven't been taking a lot of roles that have been offered to me, because it needs to be the right one. Once again, like I don't want to get stuck in that category.
Yeah, but some background roles are heroes. Like Fred from SpongeBob. He's like, yo, my leg. Nah,
that's definitely a good point.
My leg.
Yo, that was a fire.
There's a lot of people like that they're not meant to be popular, but they end up being popular.
Yeah.
So it could happen, but the chances of that are not crazy. So that's not something I want to take a chance on.
What about like even like commercials? Like
I've tried to do.
Yeah.
My agency specifically, they haven't asked me to do any commercials, but like I'm not only connected with my agency. Like there's different acting services that I use. I see like different roles, and I've seen commercials. I've I've auditioned, but I haven't gotten any yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. You're not gonna get them all.
Yeah, this one guy I really like looked into, like I think it was like a week or two ago. Remember Jake from State Farm?
Yeah.
So like the original Jake, like he actually worked at the company, and his role was just to do that small role. And then he got like so much feedback back that it was like really good. And then everyone thought like, yo, what the fuck? Why'd you hire this other Jake that like literally didn't even work at the company? You just hired him because he's a good actor.
I mean, and that's another example. Another example too is like look at Flo.
Oh
like,
yeah,
she was never meant to be big. That was progressive.
But like iconic thing, like household names now.
Yeah, like now, like they're. I feel like when I think of progressive, I think of her.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that's AT&T chick, the Lily Adams or whatever her name is. I don't know if that's her actual name.
Oh yeah, who's that one guy from Allstate? Like yo, you're in good hands.
Yeah, the Allstate guy.
Yeah. Bro, all these car insurance, all these insurance companies, even like
Geico,
JG Wentworth.
The Geico guy is a voice actor.
Yeah, you can definitely get somewhere for commercials, but I don't know, man. I wanna be in a movie. Like And honestly, my ultimate goal,
Viral.
my big goal, honestly, like, the time comes where like I feel like okay, I've had a good level of success. Like my goal is to make something like Straight Outta Compton. Like
Yeah.
like tell the story of like me and my crew. Like that's what I want. Like that's what my big goal is.
Yeah.
And I've been honestly, I've had thoughts of that for a long time. I've told you about this years ago. Like that's what I really want to do.
Word. So you trying to? Who's the? Wait, my bad. I don't know if I have to burp or not.
It's crazy.
Yeah, my bad, bro. But since you're kind of like the hip hop and like, well, even like not hip hop, just like music in general and like acting category, and there's like a lot of people that have done that successfully. Who's your favorite that's done that? Like, there's like Ludacris and like Eminem
Ice
access, but
Cube.
barely. Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Why? What's your favorite movie that he's ever done?
My favorite movie that he's ever done or
Yeah.
made. Like
Well,
that he's
either or.
acted in specifically. Honestly, as of right now, my favorite movie is probably Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah.
But that he's played in, well, probably Friday. I mean, classics like
It's my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
That movie crazy. Yeah.
which one? The first one?
The first Friday, yeah, hell yeah, that's the best one.
I like Friday After Next too. Next Friday and
The first Friday is the best one, undoubtedly, bro. It got the best side character. You feel me? Smokey, the best side character. So Smokey was too lit. Smokey.
So, have you met any other aspiring actors closer in the area that like you
Out
became
here?
friends with? Yeah, since you started.
I've
You
no.
did that shit with Tiana Taylor or whatever?
That was the first one. Yeah, that was the breaks. I haven't really met any other people who are actors out here. I've had like friends, people I went to school with, who told me, "Oh, I want to do stuff like that," and I've tried to help them out. But I haven't actually seen anybody really do anything yet.
Yeah.
But actually, no, that's false. I do. One of my close friends, I put him on to my agency, and he's been doing some roles, but he's not really trying to put his name out there yet.
He could cut that.
No cutting. No cutsies. No cutsies.
Yeah, he's not really trying to put his name out there yet because he wants to see if it's something that he really likes first.
Yeah.
He wants a constant stream of like, how do I word this? He wants like a constant flow of work that he's done to be able to put out there before he really says, okay, yeah, I'm an actor. This is what I do. Like he wants people to see him, but I don't know. Like
That's why I kind of feel like once you start something, you kind of really don't want to stop it, or it's just gonna be like, oh, that was cool. That's what could have been, and then like everyone's gonna tell you like, oh yeah, if you really stuck with it, you could, and then you're just gonna be beating yourself up about that. So that I feel like it's kind of good that he doesn't want to like put it out there.
no, yeah, definitely. I mean, I kind of mess around with him with that, like every now and then, like, cause like he likes to like bring me up and stuff, but so I'll sit there and like look at him, but like okay, but like you sitting there constantly bringing up me acting, but like you doing the same thing, but you're just on a low with it, like I don't know.
Oh dear. So, acting aside, well, what's looking forward for like music for you? Like, what are you trying to do in the next year for 2022?
Now,
2022 already.
I mean, I haven't really been focusing on the music lately. I mean, me and Yancy have talked about different things that we want to work on. It's just not really in motion yet. Like we were talking about doing like a lo-fi inspired album.
Yeah.
Where I make lo-fi beats and something like that. It's pretty much the only thing that's really been in the talks as of right now.
Word. Who's your favorite beat maker?
Favorite beat maker? Back then it used to be Metro Boomin.
Yeah. Metro Boomin always had that swag, even like that Nav video.
But at this point, I don't know if I really have one. I mean, there's beat makers that I think are crazy good, like the ones that you see on YouTube. Like I'm not even talking about like mainstream producers.
Yeah,
But,
like type beats, type shit.
Yeah. There's some of them are crazy. Like some of them are underrated. Like I feel like they deserve recognition that they don't get. But Sway Wicked, I think I'm saying it right. He produced some of Kid Hope's. Actually, his name is Tar now. Some of his tracks, and honestly, I think I like his beats. He's probably one of my top producers right now. Underground producers.
Yeah.
So yeah. Like,
So, how did you feel? I know you're a big Juice WRLD fan. How did you feel about the quality of the album that just came out? I know the documentary is supposed to come out like next week.
16, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Juice's music, but I'm not gonna say I'm like a crazy fan. I didn't even hear the album yet.
Really?
Honestly, I didn't even know the album dropped.
Yeah, it dropped on the
So I'm gonna definitely have to check that out.
I'm not gonna lie. Selection. Like booty.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
Like, baby, I don't know what you're doing. Like,
I mean, it had some good tracks. And the problem with the shit was I don't know what's up with some of those beats. Like, feel me? I just wasn't fucking with some of the beats. Like, the verses is hard,
yeah.
but it's just like
It's always gonna be hard because it's
yeah,
Juice.
yeah. Like, I don't know. He definitely started it off strong. Birds, good song.
Yeah, but
This better tie into the documentary. Good as
ultimately,
fuck.
I don't think this man he was not really in control of making this one.
Exactly.
That's not on him.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's on the
Yeah,
team.
this is all Bibby.
Just like when X first died, some of his how you pronounce it?
Posthumous.
Posthumous tracks were pretty good, but they progressively got worse and worse because they have less to work with.
Yeah.
So and the artist is less involved. So
Completely.
I mean, I understand it's not gonna be that great.
Nah, man's had bangers after bangers. They could have just threw a different song on.
I mean, Ali should have just had. My friend had made a good point. They were like, Ali should have just had more influence because she kind of knew what he was doing musically at the time.
Nah, fuck LA.
You said fuck Ali, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, don't fuck Ali. Bro.
No, I heard I saw like on that TMZ picture she wasn't invited to the documentary first viewing party.
She wasn't, or
She wasn't.
That's messed
Same
up.
with what's his name? Who's that? What's it called? The guy on Internet Money, Nick.
Nick Mura.
Yeah, he wasn't invited either, and he was a big part of like.
He's another dope producer.
Like,
yeah, Nick Mura's nice.
yeah, so like they kind of like I don't know what's going with them because they had like a Twitter beef with him and DJ Scheme, who was just pretty much saying like shut up, you made beats and that's it. But like, bro, that's a huge part of like the whole music shit.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Especially since they pretty much found him.
Yeah, so I feel like they had like little
nurtured his
involvement,
sound and shit. Yeah.
which I feel like Nick should have had a huge involvement in this one.
Yeah. Well, hold up, nigga. DJ Scheme. I thought Cole Bennett had more of a say in.
Oh yeah, Cole Bennett was there, but like DJ Scheme was just like he's always like on those Twitter rants.
Was a big contributor into the thing. He got suspended for a while, or some shit like that. No.
For what? Suspended from what?
From Twitter or not Twitter? Fucking from social media. I don't think he was on that shit for a while.
I don't really remember.
IG. So I think I just followed him recently, like a couple months ago. But yeah, Cole Bennett and fucking Nick Mura were two really big contributors, especially Nick. Like that's messed up. The problem is that they have a lot of backlash. They go back and forth with the team because the team be doing some nutty shit. Like
yeah. So Shaw, how do you feel about working like off camera, like even like just like kind of directing or producing on the side, like just trying to work on your own projects, or do you would rather be on the acting side?
Like entertainment wise, that's a hard question. I mean, I like all forms of entertainment. I just like entertainment in general.
Yeah.
I mean, so I feel like I'd be cool with either or. Not in the sense of directing. Not really into that. But like acting, producing. I feel like I like them equally.
Yo, you're pretty big. You know what you should do? WWE.
Bro,
that shit would be hard.
I don't know about all that. I feel
That
like,
shit would be
like every kid that watched that wanted to do that at some point. But nah, that's.
I don't know, bro. You like being everybody kid's hero would be like, yeah, that's super fulfilling.
I don't know, man. I feel like WWE is like slowly dying out, man.
Oh yeah, there's like some other crazy wrestling thing that's coming.
Like, I don't really hear. I don't really know too many people who watch that anymore. Like it's not the same.
Bro, I'll be still watching it.
It's just not the same, man. It's from like back in the day. I feel like it's getting repetitive at this point.
Yeah.
Like same type of storylines, and it's just.
Bro, number one match ever WWE's ever created was Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio for the custody of Rey Mysterio's kid.
No,
that was crazy.
But I don't think I ever actually seen a match. I remember.
It was a SummerSlam.
It's crazy.
I remember John Cena versus Kevin Federline on that shit.
Oh, bro, that was hard. Bro, Kevin Federline, it was like one arm pat behind John Cena's back. Though.
That shit was so funny, bro.
Bro. They need more episodes like that. They need to get somebody like like the Paul brothers get involved or some shit, or like Nick.
Steve-O and
Or Steve will
Umaga.
do it. Or was it Nick will do it or Steve will do it? I'm distracted. Sorry, I just hit the back.
I said Steve-O versus Umaga.
Oh yeah, Steve and Umaga. But Steve would do that shit like, even if it wasn't fake.
Steve-O did do it though.
Yeah.
Remember, my son was getting
Yeah.
choke slammed on the stage and shit. That shit was crazy.
Steve Aoki likes that shit.
Yeah.
He's a
Masochist. He was laughing and shit.
Yeah.
His body was red
I
as
mean,
hell.
that man gets hurt on a regular with all the stuff he does. I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy. I don't know how he does it.
Would you do any stunts if it required to acting?
I feel like
How far are you willing to go? Like
I feel like I would do stunts, but not in the sense of me hurting myself.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I'd do something. I wouldn't be like Jackie Chan.
Jackie
But like, all right. So put it into perspective. Like, you ever see that? You seen that new movie with Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah.
That fight scene where he's in the prison, he's fighting all those guards.
Yeah.
I feel like I'll do that. I'll do a fight scene like that. I'll do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do nothing where I'm falling off a building or anything like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Put you in the fight scene, but you're always on the winning side.
Well, put me in the fight scene where I'm only on the winning side.
Yeah. So you don't get hurt. Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like I wouldn't be too concerned with being on the losing side as a stunt. I mean, but I feel like something that's like you're in actual danger if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't do. But a fight scene, I don't think you're ever in actually any true danger.
How about the drama with that? Who's that one actor that actually shot somebody?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I heard about that.
Alec Baldwin. Like how he just shot and killed somebody, like, and they didn't know like it was a real gun.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy, but like that. First off, how that happened, I don't understand. That
Yeah,
doesn't make
that's
to me.
nutty, bro.
Like,
On a set,
like somebody that had to be laid out by somebody. It had to be planned by somebody. There's no way you accidentally have a prop like that actually, because the props that I was holding in the Equalizer, there's no trigger. There was just, it looked like a real gun, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was not a real gun. It was just a block of metal, basically. No, like there was nothing mechanical about it. So I don't understand how a mistake like that happens.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Why is it actually firing in the first place? Like even if it was a real gun, why is there bullets in it?
Yeah, I can see how he probably just thought like, oh, this is high quality movie.
That's the investigation.
This is probably like a.
But I heard the reason why like he's like in the center of all this, even though he's the actor, is because I also heard that he's the director too. So
Ooh.
yeah,
That's why he's under investigation right now, bro. And the firearms expert is also under investigation too, because they have multiple roles. It was just like a really low budget film, and they just gave a bunch of people a bunch of responsibility, and like they were taking care of multiple things. It was just very sloppy execution.
Yeah,
so, like,
sounds like a Travis Scott.
I mean, they're getting a lawsuit for it too right now, so we'll see how that plays out. But that shit is crazy, bro. Definitely nobody should have died on the set. Like, how did they even get live ammunition on the set?
See,
like,
nothing about
like
that
is
makes sense.
crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like somebody had to have like set that up.
Could have been sabotage.
Yeah, bro, that was just sketch. It was like, bruh, I'd be so pissed.
Yeah,
I'm dead. I feel like
apparently the scene didn't even call for like the gun to be fired and stuff. So it's like,
So why would they have that prop there? That's what doesn't make sense. They could have had like a fake gun,
Yeah.
like what I had.
that's up to the firearms expert. You know what I'm saying? They had that how, and then the other question, this is the biggest one, is how did they get live ammunition on the set?
Yeah.
Unless it was supposed to be used for a background element, but in most cases, it's not a thing.
But even then, like
I want to see this movie. This movie's better still come out.
Rust, I don't know. They definitely halted the production after that. They just lost a crew member
Yeah.
due to a technical malfunction.
I wonder if the whole movie's gonna get canceled.
I don't know.
You know, that scene's gonna be crazy.
It's a tragedy nonetheless, though.
Yeah, definitely gonna sell a lot though. Like if it does, like it would just because.
So people were just gonna see, like,
Yeah.
try to figure out what scene it was or something like that.
Might low key get boycotted.
I feel like they
know.
probably put it out
I
just
feel
because
like
like
people are gonna watch it out of curiosity. Now they're gonna try to pinpoint. Okay, now like try to pinpoint what scene it was.
I think
where that would have happened.
I think cancel culture is too strong, and if there's a movement, somebody could end up canceling.
no, but like you don't want like the person to die and just be like, damn, that was like their last work and it was for nothing.
Yeah,
That's
true
actually
too.
a good point. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like,
man. I mean, yeah, like that's crazy. Her life ended for no reason, and the project didn't even get completed. So I feel
Yeah.
like now they have to do it then, just to make sure, like, to honor her.
Yeah, honor her, and he's like, yo, they gotta finish it for me.
Yeah, because her best friend or whatever was the one who filed a lawsuit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
The only reason he was even on the set was because of her. So like he filed a lawsuit, and the lawsuit was claiming like just negligence and recklessness on part of the production crew. Like you got to look into the lawsuit. I seen an article on the lawsuit. Is why I'm saying what I'm saying because I kind of more so know like what was going on in terms of what they claimed at the time. But the investigation is always going to reveal more. Like whether they do a thorough investigation or whether like things get implanted. That's not really up to us. Like, but I just knows that either way, some like you said, something crazy had to have happened. Bro.
Yeah.
Something crazy after
Piss somebody off. Yeah, that'd be like, bro, that'd be crazy if it did happen like that.
Could have just been a mistake, but even then, that's extreme negligence. So
Yeah. Bro, like, I don't even know why they wouldn't even check. Um, yeah, so before we wrap this up, I just wanted to say, is there any other future plans you have for 2022?
2022,
Yeah,
honestly.
trying to push forward, like, or even if it's not, like, involved in your acting or, like, music life, if it's just, like, personal that you're trying to work on.
Yeah, honestly, actually, like I actually just got like my life insurance license.
Yeah.
So like, as of right now, I'm kind of working on getting like. I plan on using like my life insurance work as like financial leverage to be able to do other things, like because I can't sit there and consistently travel to New York on the fly to do these roles if I don't have the budget to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So like right now, I'm pretty much trying to do this, save up some money, so like I can do more things, like whether that be buying new sound packs for new beats, and you need money. So like it's what I'm doing in the meantime.
Yeah.
So that's what my 2022 is about. Just pretty much saving up, making as much money as I can, and going from there.
All right. Any shout outs you want to give before we close this out?
I'm gonna give a shout out to my mom's god brother, Mo Allen, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be on any of these TV shows like at all. I wouldn't even know how to do it. So definitely a big shout out to him. Also, a big shout out to Prophet right here. He's the whole reason that I even make music. I mean, I used to sit there and dabble around, but I never really took it serious until he came up to me with lyrics one day, and then just took off over the years. Obviously, like we're not really there yet with the music, but I feel like in terms of growth, like it's just insane if you see where I was back in 2017 compared to now. Because it's a really big difference. But yeah, like that's pretty much it.
All right. Yeah, thank you, Shahill, the Prophet.
you know.
Yeah.